My name is Rose. I decided to start a new YouTube channel, Living Vicariously Through Rose, where I'll talk about different interests that I have when it comes to music, TV shows, movies, food, you name it. The first thing I wanted to kick off with is a show that I have watched in the past, and I just recently started watching it again. It's called Scandal. I have some notes here where I'll talk about different topics of discussion, and also insert a few fun clips from one of my favorite episodes. So I think I'm gonna start out with a quick character breakdown and a summary of what the show is about. So the show is about a DC fixer. She works on different like scandals and, disasters that happen with people that are in politics and, famous people, whatever, kings, queens, stuff like that. She's worked with a bunch of different people in power and different areas of the world and things like that, but mostly in DC. So her name is Olivia Pope. Quick breakdown of her. She's very serious, very smart, quick thinking, quick on her feet, multilingual. She is just full of surprises. I love her. Quick character breakdown. So she has a love interest. He's the president of the United States in the show. They have like a little love thing going on. I'm here for it sometimes, but sometimes it's like, all right now, so the president, he has a love interest with her. Then you have Huck. He's one of the people that works at her firm. So she has like like I said before, she has like a firm that deals with like crisis management for, the elite. And he's like a former spy with this B613 agency, and he's a hacker. And I would describe him as pretty introverted, in his shell. Not really like a sociable person, but he seems like a nice guy. Like he's a nice guy, but he's a little bit crazy too. Then you have Quinn. So there was like a whole thing. I'm not gonna give away too much of the show, but there was like a whole incident that happened, and Olivia had something to do with it, and she ended up saving her, giving her a whole new identity, things like that. And so she's a part of the team too. Then you have Abby. Abby had her own thing going on with her ex-husband, who was a senator, and Olivia helped her with that too. So all of these people collectively work at her firm, and they work on like different crisis situations, scandalous situations, just handled like different stuff, and putting positive spins on things, saving people's careers, things like that. They're all pretty good. Quick character breakdown. Another person that's important is Cyrus Bean. He's like Olivia's best friend in the show, and he basically is the chief of staff at the White House, like the right hand to the president. He is, I would say, like dancing the line when it comes to drunk off power, right? Like, because there's incidents where he's done certain stuff and it's like, you know what I mean? But he's like, I would say like a anti-hero, I guess you could say, in the beginning. Very interesting guy. They have Jake Ballard. He's one of her love interests in the show. They have Senator Davis. He's one of her love interests in the show. So yeah, it's like a fun, it's like a very interesting, fun show to watch. So another little tidbit about Olivia. So she was like a former communications director for the White House. So she got a lot of experience with that. She also worked on the campaign, the presidential campaign for Fitzgerald Grant. Why I like Olivia? I like Olivia because she is very outspoken, quick thinking, stylish. Oh my God, I love the way she dressed. Her hair is always on point. She is very good at compartmentalizing her emotions and getting the job done. I wish I was able to do that. She's very like, she commands attention in a room when she walks in a room. You know she's there. One of my favorite characters besides Olivia is James. So James is Cyrus Bean's husband, and I feel like he is how I would be if I was in the Scandal universe. Like the stuff he says is like hilarious. But he's hilarious. Another thing I wanted to talk about is my favorite episode. So my favorite episode was season 2, episode 13. Season 2, episode 13, a lot of things come to a head. A lot of things, like as far as with Olivia and her love interest, Fitzgerald Grant, and her love interest, Edison Davis, the senator. So Edison Davis is a senator, and he's like her boyfriend or whatever, but she's still trying to decide if she wants to be, you know, serious and committed with him, or if she wants to be with President Grant. So she's like towing the line. She's not really sure. You know, so in this episode, things come to a head with her and Edison Davis. They get into like a heated debate, and
I thought you'd want to ride to the funeral.
I have a car coming, so.
Liv, so that's it? We're done?
I have your grandmother's ring. I kept it safe right here.
I've given you this ring twice, and both times you've given it back.
Edison.
Tell me you don't want to be married. Tell me that being a senator's wife is too much. Tell me that you don't want a family. Tell me why I've been wasting my time. Tell me something.
I'm sorry. Edison, I'm really sorry. I could marry you. I could be a senator's wife. I'd probably be happy. I could probably give all this up and live in a country house and have babies and be normal. I could. But I don't want to. I'm not built for it. I don't want normal and easy and simple. I want
What? What? What do you want, Olivia?
I want painful, difficult, devastating, life-changing, extraordinary love. Don't you want that too?
Love is not supposed to be painful or devastating. Love isn't supposed to hurt, Liv.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I kind of was rooting for them a little bit, because Edison is like a successful guy. He's really handsome, charming, you know, has his stuff together. He's serious about her and he treats her really nice. But, you know, you can't tell people who to love. So, although it might look good on paper, it probably just doesn't hit the same for her. I don't know. But, yeah, like he was one of the people that I think was an interesting watch. Another thing I wanted to talk about is on the show, she has a lot of influence and she has a lot of connections. So she has a lot of connections, like when it comes to different, political people, people that are like in law enforcement, NSA, things like that. And I admire that about her. I think she's really like an interesting character. Like when I first started watching the show, that was probably like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when I first discovered the show. And I think that I would look at her like a older sister a little bit. Like I kind of wanted to be her. Like I loved how she dresses so nice and has command presence and just carries herself with class. Like I said, she's very like ambitious and focused on the task, even if there's other things going on in her personal life. I love that about her. And also I love the fact that she has like a mystery to her. Like, oh my God, you're watching the show and you're watching season 1 and it's like you think you know everything there is to know. And then it's like, wait a minute. So this is another part of Olivia we're learning about now in front of us, like in another episode. Also, there's some things that irritate the hell out of me too, because I'm just like, girl, she's always eating like popcorn and wine, like as her dinner. I don't think I've seen Olivia eat a real meal, but she's good. Like I like her. And another person I would want to talk about is Mellie. So Mellie Grant is the president's wife, which is where it gets messy at, because she kind of knows about the affair, but it's like she's still going with it, I guess, to keep the, first lady title. And, she was with him from the beginning. So I guess it's kind of hard for her to just walk away from this guy and, the bad publicity that will follow and things like that. And I actually sometimes feel bad for Mellie, just the way how he treats her and stuff like that, and that she's in this tough situation. So at times it's like I kind of look at Olivia like she's the villain a little bit. And a lot of the things that happen, the scandals that happen, could have been avoided. But I mean, it's a good show. There's mystery, there's twists and turns, there's a lot of things you wouldn't expect. There's, what else would I say? There's a lot of conspiracy theories coming to life, finding out certain stuff, like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. I like the show. But I think with this video, I just wanted to touch base on, what I like about the show and things like that. And then maybe I can build on it. If you guys are interested in hearing about it, maybe I can build on this, or I could talk about a few other different shows that I like. I don't know. But I think Scandal is a pretty good show. I think Kerry Washington did a very good job embodying Olivia Pope. And I honestly don't feel like anybody else could have played that role. She played the hell out of that role. She did a really good job on the role. And she, I don't know, I'm just even like, where did she get the walk from? Like, the walk was given. Like, the things that she comes up with, it's like, girl, how are you this quick thinking on your feet? I need to be like that. I look at that like, that's something I want to possess that. I want to possess that ability. You know what I mean? Also, I think that, with the whole White House thing and, being a black woman in the White House and actually having respect from people, is a really amazing thing too. You know what I mean? So also throughout the show, they touch on certain social topics, like certain what would you say, like current events, like things that was happening at that time. There was an episode with police brutality. There was an episode that talked about like I think he was a general or something like that for the military, and he, I guess, was kind of verbally abusive with his wife, and his wife was trying to run away, and she kind of helped her get away, her and the kids get away from him, and help them to get a divorce and things like that. So although people help, like different people may ask for her help and hire her, I think in most situations she ends up doing the moral right thing, not just based on what the client wants every single time, because sometimes what the client wants isn't right. Another person she had, I completely forgot, is Harrison. So Harrison is a person that she helped out with, and I think he was involved in a terrorist group, and she helped him out when it came to like jail time and things like that. So he works at the firm with her as well, and he's pretty good too. Like these are all pretty. This is a pretty strong team, and I think they roll with the punches. They're really loyal. And the show has its dark moments too. So, be prepared for that. If you're going to dive into this, be prepared for that too. Be prepared to be annoyed with Olivia at times. Be prepared to see things that might be dark or, like a little surprising or disturbing. But, I mean, for the most part, I think it's a pretty good show. I definitely want to insert some different clips just to touch on the different topics that I brought up, just so everything is like a full picture and you kind of get where I'm coming from.
Hello?
I'm sure your eulogy will be wonderful. You always find the perfect words.
Did you need something?
I just wanted to say I gave the ring back. Told Edison I wouldn't marry him. I'll wait for you, Fitz. For as long as you need.
Oh, that, yeah. I changed my mind about that.
What?
Don't. Wait for me. I
Fitz.
don't know what I was thinking. Screwing your mistress is one thing, but marrying her, that's political suicide, really. I mean, you believe that my presidency is more important than everything else, right? Be honest. You worked so hard to get me here.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.